Hi.
Hey guys.
For another week.
Yes.
I am Wishing on Gems, Total Exposure's visionary.
I'm Ms. Chromes, one of the event managers based here in London.
Hey guys, I'm Jaisha and I'm also one of the event managers, but I'm based right here in Birmingham. Welcome back to another Thursday, your new Friday, where the weekend begins.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. How about you guys?
Mommy. That's all I care about. The melanin and the vitamin D's coming back.
I hear it. Has everybody enjoying the sun? Gemma clearly has been, so she got a tan. Everyone enjoying the sun? Guys, get interactive with us. Let us know in the comments. Have you been enjoying the sun? The answer better be yes. I mean, I talked to someone yesterday and they were like, maybe if they were in a different country, they'd be enjoying the sun, but not here. Not when you have to be working and sitting in London traffic in the sun. They're not about that life. But
however,
what else?
British people love to complain.
Doesn't matter what type of weather it is.
When it's raining, they complain when it's hot. Like, you can't win.
100% truth. That is it. Guys, let us know in the comments. Are you guys feeling the weather or are you a winter person? What's your preference? We had a hot day. Was it yesterday? It's hot.
Yeah.
Hot. I was roasting in my car.
Where?
So you thought it was lovely? Is that what you said? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Hey. Oh, have I got a delay? Oh no!
No, you don't. You know what you want about.
Tiny Artist says we need more sun. Agreed. We do.
Yeah, we do.
Don't you guys feel like you feel happier when the sun's out?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like that.
I mean, I'm happy in general.
No, but I said happier, not happy, just happier.
I like the balance, in true Libra fashion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like winter.
No?
This is my favorite season.
I love winter.
I can't deal with the cold, man. I can't.
No, I love winter, but I like winter because of fashion, for fashion reasons. So I like layering, adding bare different layers on, jackets, blazers, scarves, hats. That's why I love winter, and because I'm a winter baby. But, yeah. LM Sterling says, I don't know. This heat has me all confused. I hear you, girl. I hear you.
Girl, you sun drunk.
You need to keep them hydrated.
100%. Big up BP Soca in the comments. Blessings to you guys. Blessings to you guys. BP Soca just sounds like, that name just sounds like they love the sun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Palm tree and logo.
I feel it.
Trust
me, I feel it. Yeah. So yeah. I'm sure them guys over at BP Soca probably are loving the sun too.
He said it was unnecessarily aggressive.
I hear you. Offensive. I was in my car roasting. You know, when you're walking down the street, like fanning out your dress. So that's what was going on, man. That's what was going on.
Man. I was in enough aircon.
Actually, no, the only thing I don't like is the nights, because the house is just hot and humid. For no reason.
Really humid though.
Yeah, today was humid and there was no sun. It was annoying.
Bare clouds. So guys, what is... Go on.
I was going to say, I was up the whole night. couldn't go to sleep. And then I stumbled across Verses.
When you can't sleep, watch Verses.
And I wasn't really expecting it because I haven't really been keeping up with any of its promo and stuff like that.
Mm.
Actually, with one of my favorite artists, Eve, and she lives in London now, so she was broadcasting from London. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing.
Mm.
Look at all those Eve fans going crazy. I didn't know she lived in London now, so that's dope. Yeah, and Eve, I'm just thinking about her. I'm just thinking, oh, there's some real childhood memories, some Eve tracks. Just trying to think, my favorite Eve track that first like got me. Love Is Blind.
Yeah, definitely.
The song that she did with Alicia Keys, Rock You.
I just wanna rock you.
Come on. Yeah, her and the whole Rough Riders crew definitely bring back some teenage memories, and she's just a dope artist. And I've watched a few documentaries with her, like interviews with her, and she is just like a humble person, like just came from nothing and literally the only female Rough Riders, like just took over the game, and so versatile in what she does as well.
Yeah, she doesn't rap. She doesn't just rap. She acts as well.
Mm-hmm.
She had her own
barbershop.
Yeah, but she had her own sitcom, innit?
Ah,
I think it used to come on Trouble for a living.
I think so. I think now that you're saying it, I think I do remember that actually. Yeah,
lap up the opportunities while you can.
100%.
She's still got an amazing body. It's amazing. Like, she still looks the same.
Agreed. Agreed. She has.
She was going up against Trina, who's like for me, she's a totally different artist, but her caliber of music is just as high up there as Eve. She's got a very good catalog. Yeah, quite some slip and slide tunes in there.
The whole thing.
Yeah, of course.
So, your overall view.
I think it was a good verses. Like, they both came prepared. The quality was up there. People in the comments were going mad. I don't know why they keep thinking that verses is a battle when it's really not. It's just like reviewing a compilation of music over the decades. That's what it is for me. Anyway. But yeah, Trina, she's very sexual with her lyrics. I'm just like, oh. Whereas Eve has got more lyricism in there.
I missed out. I missed out.
Well, you can catch up on YouTube.
Yeah, when I got the time. When I got the time.
So what else has been going on in the world?
Wow. I just can't wait for things to just go back to normal, to be honest. Whenever that may be.
Yeah, because everything just keeps getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. I think the people are going to start pushing back.
Yeah, ma'am. Yes, LM. She's gonna have to check out this verses out. And love my old school ladies. All right, guys. If you don't already, follow us on social media at Total Exposure UK on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, Twitch. Am I missing anything else? No? Okay, yeah. So as I said, make sure you follow us on social media. And if you are an artist or a creative that would like to get involved with us, hit us up on the DMs. Let us know if you know anyone that you want to nominate, bring them in, send them our way. Let us know. This is what our platform's here for.
Did you not also catch Lady Alicia's Dynamite flow?
No.
I haven't watched anything.
Oh my goodness. What
So
have you
busy.
been doing?
Fill us in, Gemma. Fill us in. Come on, fill us in.
I've been
I
on
did.
social media.
Oh.
I did.
But
You think about it, Butch.
I think it's heavy. I think. Sorry. Good evening, everybody. Hope everyone's well. Forgot my manners. Hey, Total Exposure. What's good? What's good? Hope everyone is blessed. I hope you're not as sticky and hot and humid and clammy as me. But good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I will take a look at the verses because I'll be very interested. Why do you think? Sorry, just to take one step back. Why do you think it's not a clash?
Because
Gems.
they never really go head to head like that. It's literally just them going through their catalogue of music.
It's called verses.
I know, but looking at the whole thing, they're not really battling. And then even like with the SWV and Escape one, they were like,
Escape.
not a battle.
I remember saying that.
It actually was, because if you saw, they wanted to see who can hold it live. Yeah. They started to say, you know what I mean? All right, girls, let's do this one live with all the layers, you know, your bits, and they started coming in. So I don't care what anyone says, it's always a clash. My favorite one was Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. I don't care, that was a clash.
Ooh, I missed
and a
that.
burial. And a burial. And a burial.
Them.
Absolute burial. And it was a history lesson as well. Anyway, Dynamite Flow, one of Leisha's greatest moments so far, because the way that she flipped the bars and paid homage to an artist that, you know, a lot of us grew up on, like, even if it's just the one song, even if it's just Boo, you know, Dynamite for that banger that has stood the test of time. The way that Leisha took it, flipped it, paid homage to it, and just worked it. Even when you hear the snippet from Dynamite saying, "Yo, you know what? Thank you so much." Blah 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 blah, so forth. I don't know if you watch it right to the end. You hear her saying her, showing her love and everything else.
Yeah,
it's just too real. It's real. Take time and check out Leisha's Dynamite Flow. And I've got time for Leisha, not because she's kittishing like me, but you know, I've just got time all day. Us kittishing small. Yeah, say that again.
So she's put in a lot of work over the years.
yeah,
I believe that she's transcended. She talks to, as they call it now, Middle England. She speaks to, you know, not just London, and not just Birmingham, not just, you know what I mean? She talks to the whole of the UK. She's a TV personality, so to speak, as well, and does adverts, and you know, she's there. She's up there. So for her to let also, you know, go back to her Arsenal and draw out a tune like that and put her flip on it, that she's sick. She's absolutely sick. Go and watch it. Dynamite Flow. Big.
She's actually been so good from like the beginning of time. I went to college with Lady Lee. She was actually in the same class together, and the shows that we actually to go college together. And just remembering her from when we were in college, like, people in Birmingham have always known her name, like, and she's just got better and better. But you know, those people who were always good from the beginning, she was always good.
Is it?
Big up, but yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Big up, Lady Leisha.
yeah.
Sorry, guys, my internet's moving mad today, which is
So's
never like
mine.
me.
It must be that 5G.
I don't know what it is. It's the weather, got it acting mad. But I am one out of all of us whose internet never ever plays up like ever. It's always crisp. You can like I'm never falling out. Today it's moving mad. So my apologies.
I blame the Euros. Every time the Euros starts, everything goes crazy. Everyone's watching it wherever they can watch it or whatever.
Listen, I'm hearing everyone go. I'm hearing echo everywhere.
Oh no. It's just one of those days today, guys.
Yeah.
But when we're online, we can't. We just have to move with it because we can't control the internet, the Wi-Fi, the technicalities that come with
the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, online. You can't control it.
Do you know what's funny? Everyone calls Wi-Fi so many different things.
Yeah. Where you come from?
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
But yeah, guys,
what have we got installed today?
Sorry?
I said, what have we got installed today?
Ooh, tell us.
Well, we have a duo coming on tonight.
A duo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We haven't had one since the brothers. Was it the brothers the last time we had a duo?
Nat and Ish.
That was Nat and Ish, and then Sun Divas.
Oh yeah, Sun Divas. So this will be our third duo.
Yep.
Looking forward to it.
Well, actually, they're ready to come on and join us. So I'm just gonna do the introductions and bring them on.
I'll check you lot in a bit. I'll be in the back.
All right, cool, Butch. Yeah, so our guest tonight, UVM Music Collection, is a duo straight out of East London and go by the names of CALLY and Saint. They mainly focus on rap music and started off by making West Coast inspired songs with a UK twist. I'm not going to say more. Let's bring on CALLY V and Saint.
Hello.
Hey.
How you lot doing?
I'm good.
Fine. How are you guys doing?
Good. All right. Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's been long overdue, you know that.
Long overdue, guys. But we're here today.
Yeah.
It's good to have you guys on.
So tell us about both of you. Let's start from right to left. Is it right to left? Right to left.
I can't tell who's what on the screen.
Who's CALLY and who's Saint? First of all, let's do that. Who's CALLY? Who's Saint?
He's CALLY. I'm CALLY. Yeah.
Perfect. That makes it easier now. Saint, let's start with you.
All right. So yeah, as you guys know, my name's Saint. Been doing music for a short period of time, and yeah, like just been grinding recently. Literally during lockdown, just trying to get a lot of stuff done, working on a lot of stuff. Even when it's not my own stuff, putting in work with the guys. We work with a few people as well. Got a few friends of ours that do music as well. And yeah, don't really know what else to say really. I'm not gonna lie.
Cool. CALLY, tell us a little bit about yourselves, and then we'll find out how you guys actually became a duo.
Okay. I'm CALLY, obviously. I've been doing music for a very long time, but it's been on and off. So only maybe the past 4 years where I've actually been on it strong. So yeah, yeah, man, and I can see some growth in it. So it's getting somewhere, you know, definitely. But yeah, that's me.
Love that. I love the juxtaposition. We've got Saint, who's just been doing music for a little while, and CALLY, who's been doing music for a long while. Yeah.
Funny story about
that. Yeah. So talk to us about how you guys, little while and a long while, got together.
So for me, obviously, like I said, I've been doing music for a long time. So before it was UV music. It was just kind of myself, and I used to do music with like my brother, my cousin, and my other cousin. So it was like a little group back in the day. This was like maybe in the 2000s, like 2007, and we was doing like grime. This is when grime, and that was like the main thing.
Okay.
And then obviously that didn't really go anywhere. We just kind of did it as fun, and then obviously everybody went their separate ways, and then I kind of just started doing my own thing. But then I took a little break. I went to a music college called DV8 in Walthamstow. Studied a bit about the music business, just to kind of get an idea of what I'll be getting into when I do get into the industry properly. And then I did little things here and there. I wasn't taking it seriously, but I think more of it was like perfecting my craft, if anything, and learning more, if anything. And then obviously as the years went by, I had a few tunes here and there, and then I think one day I was at my friend's house, and I think we were just chilling, and he had this spray called Ultraviolet from Paco Rabanne, and I looked at it and I thought to myself, that's a really good name, you know. And I thought, yeah, that's the name I want. So then that's how UV music come. So obviously UV music is ultraviolet music. And then I kind of was carrying it by myself for a little while, and then obviously I didn't see Saint for a few years. Obviously we're like best friends, innit? We've known each other for, I can't even count how many years. But we didn't see each other for a long period, and then eventually we reconnected, started to get to know each other like again, if I'd say. And then we found out we both kind of had a passion for music, but one more than the other, if that made sense. So me more than him, but it was more like he didn't know what to do, kind of thing. Okay. So that's where I came. That's why I came in. Yeah. And then, we did music with two other guys that were local to us as well, but that didn't really go anywhere. And then it just ended up being me and Saint. And now it's just
the
us.
last two standing.
Yeah.
No, just that's how it's meant to be. That's how it's meant to be.
Yeah.
So would you say then, Callie, that you kind of helped push Saint into taking the music more seriously and really going at it?
Yeah, definitely. Even now, like there's things that I don't even remember that I know, if that makes sense. Like some things that I'll look and be like, oh yeah, I remember that. And I'll be like to him, oh, like I might message him and say, oh look, I just remembered that we can do this, or like we can do this way about things, or we can try and do this about writing or something like that. So it's always learning stuff, and sometimes he comes to me and tells me stuff, innit? So it just depends really. And now it's kind of got to a point where we're just bouncing off each other.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So
I know that.
Go on.
What is UVM and what does UVM stand for?
UVM stands for ultraviolet music. So when someone hears it, they're gonna automatically think that it's gonna bring life, kind of thing. That's how we see it, you know. When people think of ultraviolet rays, people think bright, you know, bright colors, or
there's always something entertaining whenever you see UV or something of the sort in it. So
so that's kind of how it came about. Because with our music, we like to. Don't get me wrong, we might have our like songs that might sound a bit sad, but more time we like to make songs that make people feel good. And just bring life to the music
we step into.
Yeah.
We'll have a little feel good music round here.
Now you guys are a vibe, man. I've had like obviously I met you guys with Tiny. I've been around and seen how you guys are on shoots. You guys are just like you guys get on with what you need to get on with. You know what I'm saying? And it's nice to see how you all work together as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, you guys dropped Say No More. Do you want to tell us a bit about that track? Because it's not just you two on there.
So basically, I think I don't even know how the song came about, but one day
it came about in here. Yeah, it came about in this room, like in my house.
So we came here to have a meeting about a song,
Yeah, it was
completely
another
different
song.
Me, Cally, and two guests you've had on your show previously, which were Rhymes, the poet, and Tiny. We was all discussing the song, and I just stumbled upon a beat. And when I played it, Rhymes was like, "Yeah, this is the one." And if you know Rhymes don't let things go once it's in his head. Once it sticks, it's there. So we spent a good hour or so sitting here listening to the beat. We all went away, wrote our thing, wrote our verses. Tiny basically wrote the hook inside of the room within the first 30 minutes or so of the beat being played. Literally a couple weeks later, we was on set shooting the video. And now Say No More's out there. It's on GRM right now.
I will say this though, when we was writing it, yeah, for some reason I couldn't write to it. Everyone else was perfectly fine, but I was just, I just weren't feeling it that day. But the next morning, yeah, I ripped the whole thing, and I was just like, yeah.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, trust me. Like for me, I find it easier to write in the morning. I don't know why. Like a lot of people find it easier to write in the night. Everyone's different, isn't it? But for me, because it's fresh, like my mind's fresh, innit? And I could be on the way to work or something, and I listen to a beat, and I'm like, yeah. And literally, once I start, I don't stop. So
yeah,
and that was basically it, really. And that's how a lot of my songs kind of come. Like I literally write it in the morning.
I'll get voice notes at 6 in the morning. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and he's like, "Yeah, listen to this. We need to get this done. We need to do this." And he knows me. I'm the type of person, once I'm up, I'm up. So he'll get me up. And then from 6 o'clock in the morning onwards, it's like, yep, let's carry on. We're just
that's
doing
teamwork.
Yeah.
That's teamwork.
It really is.
See, guys, I'm not the only one who wakes up early in the morning and starts writing.
No, it's necessary. It's necessary. So, Saint, even though you've been doing music for a little while, do you have a musical background? Were you interested in music before and you've just started now? Or?
I used to be like a sports fanatic back in the day myself.
Okay.
But like within my family, I have a lot of people that do music. My little sister's a singer, went uni for music. I got uncles and aunties that are performers and do shows and stuff like that, like abroad in different countries. And then what's funny is, as Cally was saying, while he was going to deviate college, my sixth form was basically the building next door to his.
Wow.
So he would walk out and I'd see him. He'd be like, "Oh, what are you saying?" We would link up at lunch, whatever. And then he would go about his thing and I'll go about mine. And he was just always like, "Oh, raw, Cally's really putting in work in this music thing." And these times, me and him weren't as close as we are now. And when we did reconnect, it was like, raw, like, I really like this. And I would bounce off Cally, not even realizing what I was doing. I'd write a 16, or these times I didn't even know what a 16 was. I would just write. And for real, I was writing. I would write and be like, "Bro, what's this? Count my bars. Tell me what this is. Tell me what I'm doing. Is this like a hook? What is this?" And he was like, "Oh, bro, that's this, this is that." He was with me in my first like recording studio session, my very first song that I jumped on. And yeah, we got together as UVM before, and it didn't kind of work out. We kind of broke apart, even like me and him in this group. Like at one point, we did split back apart, and it was like Cally was doing Cally's thing, and I was doing mine. And this was because I wasn't serious about the music at that moment in time as well. It was just like, yeah. And then once it was like, UVM is no longer UVM, it was kind of like, I think about 6 months to a year or so went by. You did play with BGR.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of like, no, that really, like, it really is what I want to do. And then I just, back in school as well, I used to play the keys. Up to today, I still play the keys and stuff. So it was just like, I've always been musically inclined, but it was just like, I never really had anything or anyone to kind of like push it or say, yeah, that's worth doing or worth taking up this spot or doing up this thing or looking into whatever. And having Cally around me more and us becoming best friends, was like, because it was always in my face,
Mm-hmm.
not getting away with it. And if you can't beat them, might as well just join them.
Join
innit?
them. Yeah, join them.
Yeah.
So talk us through, like, what's your process like in the studio when you get a beat or you find something that you both vibe to? Do you ever have times where one vibes to it and the other doesn't? Like, what is your process when making music? Because I can understand that if you're in a group, so to speak, that
Mhm.
it sometimes may be difficult as opposed to being solo. When you're solo, it's just you.
Yeah.
So what's your what's your process?
Do you know what? It's always different. It's always different. But
Yeah, I would
more
say that.
time, I'd say I could be on YouTube, or he could be on YouTube, or I could be somewhere and I could hear something. And it's either we find something or we want to make something. So let's just say I find something, and I'm like to myself, okay, I have to listen to it, so I have to know if I'm gonna fit well in it and if he's gonna fit well in it. And then
Yeah.
I'll send it to him, even though my opinion, obviously, both opinions would be better than just one. I'll be like, Tamar, I don't know how I feel about this, but I like it. And then I'll send it to him, and he might be like, oh, maybe you're right. Let's try, or let's find something else along them lines. And then we'll kind of just keep searching. But every day, near enough every day, we'll find a new beats. Or
in terms of beats, it depends. One day we could go on YouTube, open YouTube, type in a beat, and instantaneously find something that you're vibing with and that he likes and that I would like as well. And it's like, oh yeah, it was an easy find. There's other times where me and Callie have been in the studio for a week straight, basically trying to get beats done with certain engineers, and it's like, do we like this? Do we want this? Do we not? It depends on the process, and yeah, I'd say it also depends on our moods and how we are on the days as well, and what the energy in general is like, which typically it is high, but obviously we're all human, so
yeah, hear that. So who chooses the topic? Is it whoever starts writing first chooses what the track's gonna be about? Do you decide together?
Yeah, I'd probably say that actually. Like maybe if I find something, see, I'm very impatient. Like I'll hear something, before I send it to him, I'll write something straight away. Like because obviously if I don't write it down, it's gonna go, innit? So I literally have to get it down, and then instead of just showing him the beat, I would send him the voice note before I send him the beat, and then he's like to me, "Oh, what's this?" And I'm like, "Oh, let me send you the beat," and then I'll send it to him, and he's like, "Oh, this is sick," and I'll be like, "Yeah." So it is different sometimes. Sometimes it's like, or if depending on what time I finish work, or if I'm free on the day, I'll be like, "Oh, like come to my house, we can write to it," and like you said before, sometimes we just book a session and say, "Oh, we want to make something new," and we don't know what we're looking for. We just go in there,
fly,
literally, and we'll just and then even the engineers like, "Oh, how do you want to start this?" And we're just like, "Well,
play sounds,
just play stuff, just play anything."
Get some inspiration from somewhere.
Yeah, literally, we get the right sound, just one of them, just one right thing, starts it all off, and then that's it. We just go from there, really, and then we either write in the studio or we take it home and write.
Also, us being as a duo, the way we balance it as well is obviously we know that generically, I really like doing storytellers. The way Callie likes to write, he would do storytellers and he's good at storytellers, but it's not his preferred type of writing. So more time if I start writing a storyteller, I do that with myself in mind. If I find certain beats or certain songs that I've got in mind, they're kept in mind for us as a collective, as UVM. Also, like Cally just dropped his EP Catalyst. Go check it out. It's flames. It's a flaming heart on the cover.
Congrats!
It's fire. And he does his own thing, same way I do my own. I'm working my project right now. Got another artist working on there with me as well, and we just balance it. Like we bounce off each other, not just because we're not just doing it in the music side of things, because we're actually best friends. It's like we don't just see things in a musical aspect. We're able to bounce off each other in real life as well, and in other situations. So it's helpful in that sense.
Yeah.
You guys spoke on choosing a beat when you go into the studio and hearing sounds, how would you both describe your sounds? Like, what sets you apart from other rappers or other artists out there?
Do you know what? Someone asked me this the other day, you know, and I honestly, it's the sound bit. It's the sound. Someone asked me what if I could put myself in a category of someone or a group of artists, who would it be? And I obviously couldn't.
Right,
I can't. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say, isn't it? Because I listen to many artists. It's not just rap music. Sometimes it could be classical music. Sometimes it could be reggae. Could be dancehall, soca. Could be jazz music. Could be anything, innit? As long as it sounds good to me, I listen to it. You know, that's what draws me to it, innit? So I kind of, for me, I kind of pick things from different genres of music, and I'll try and put it into one, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like what makes us different is, I feel like you can explain this a bit more better.
I feel like, all right, us as a group, yeah, what makes us different is like our concepts and even the way we come across. Like me and Cally can write stuff and make it sound the type of way without necessarily using the same, I wouldn't say language, but I'd say the same vocabulary as most people. I'd say our vocabulary is a bit more extensive than most people in the game. And I'm not saying that as a dig to anyone or anything. I mean, the way we construct our songs and the way we go about it as well. Also, me personally, I speak other languages. It's something that I ain't done in any songs yet at the moment, but it's something I'm working on at the moment. And even on what we've got out, I just don't think anyone out there sounds like us, as our style of rap. I don't think anyone has got Cally's flow in terms of, I think his flow is a unique flow. It's not a flow that you'd find in the day and age that we're in now. And it's like, I feel like it's a flow that you would have found maybe 10, 15 years ago, but modified to be what it is now. Whereas a lot of people now find something that sounds nice, jumpy, and they stick with it. Whereas I feel like the flow and the way that we sound is a bit more intricate than most, to be honest.
Yeah. I'd say as well, we don't, I can say that a lot of what you see a lot of artists they do is they kind of stick to one sound mainly. With us, it's never just one sound. It's always different, and it don't matter. And that's how we've always been from the start. It's always been different.
Someone asked me yesterday.
It could be a real grimy song, like a real road song, or it could be something that, you know, makes people think. You know, it's never going to be just one thing, innit? And obviously, a lot of people would say, "Oh, like you should stick to one sound until you get to a certain level." But I don't think I'd be able to settle with that, just because not every day I want to write the same kind of song or make the same kind of vibe to a song, innit? Some days I want to make a sad song in the summer. I don't know, you know, just because it's just the way I feel, innit? But
it's versatility, obviously. Like I had someone actually ask me this yesterday. What category of music would you and Cally put yourself in? And I literally said, as UVM, I don't think we have a category because we can go from one end of the spectrum to the other because of being versatile. So I just think we're different. I don't think there's anyone like us in the industry at this moment in time. We just need to push ourselves out more. That's what makes us unique.
Love it. Well, with that being said, let's go into a track then.
Okay. Careful. Should we tell them this? Can you guys hear that properly, yeah?
Look, sweet sorrow, leader of the pack, but the dreams follow. I give mixed messages, but I seem hollow. I hide it all away in the deep grotto. I'm trying to see tomorrow. I want to see waves. I bottle up the pain, let the sea take it. I'm blinded by hate, I couldn't see straight. Image of a man in a weak state. I'm in deep space, road still cold, gotta pick up the pace. I hope my daughter never picks up my traits. I'm getting sick of my ways, a cup of evil, nice leaving the taste. Picture perfect ain't a picture you paint, it's a vision you make. Heartbreak is like a kick in the face. To really cleaning your plate. I ain't happy yet, I think of all the pennies I paid for all the gives and the takes. I'm getting minimum wage. They're trying to pre us in the streets, it's just a different estate. And all the oceans that I swim in have a difference in weight. I never looked at all the gifts that I make. I'm at 1,000,000 frames, cause everything that has resilience breaks. I'm in neutral, I ain't switching lanes. Either way, we gon' get this cake. The energy that it takes from all the hard work and graph, I'm still thinking straight. Through my eyes, it's only minutes away.
Look. Listen. They tried to tell me that it's patterns, once again having to reaffirm that I don't like distractions. Cause interactions try to keep them to a minimal, try using every syllable to show them other visuals. I Stevie wonder if they're seeing what I'm seeing too. Losing compassion, I ain't feeling how they're feeling. Quien te molesta me puedes decir que pasa. I know that you're holding secrets, but I wanna hear your laughter. Could hear your sins, but I could never be your pastor. Baby, we'll take it slow, there ain't a need to take it faster. My brother told me he don't see me as a father, but I'll always be his keeper regardless. Cause being patient for others that went the way I roll. I ain't holding on a ratchet or an extended pole. They try to tell me that I'm changing, I ain't even blown. But if they try to ask me why I'm distant, that's the way it goes. I'm really working for my dreams, I'm trying to make it so. Stop asking all these questions and stop acting like we're really bros. I'm in the lab making potions, can you see them glow? Failed experiments when they will really get to blow. I need first class travel, they'll put my name on the mantle. I need fast car living, the snakes I'm hearing them rattle. Ain't no verses when I'm speaking, I'm always winning my battles. Loose lips sink ships, give them a floaty in the pad when just let them go.
And yeah,
That's one.
Hey, love it. I love it. I love it.
thank you.
I love the feel of it. And I love
Yeah.
how the energy and the way you both flow is very complementing to one another. Like you guys go together well as a duo, as a group, as a collective.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
So talk to us about what you've currently got out. What music is currently out?
So I think we've got quite a few. Okay, so we started off, the first song we ever put out was a song called Change Me. If you've seen it, you've seen it. Obviously, if you haven't, make sure you check that out. That's
100%.
I mean, yeah.
Where can they go check it out?
Or we can just perform it if you want, and then you can go check it out.
Or you could do that. Our YouTube channel is Ultraviolet Music. If you search that, you'll be able to find our stuff. Or UV Music. Nearly all of our stuff will come up on our channel.
Wait, Rhymes and Tiny, if you're in here, just plug it in the chat, innit?
Oh, you could do that as well. But yeah, that was the first song we started with. I'm trying to think, how do we even make that? I think it was kind of the same process we usually always do. I think I found the instrumental, and then again I ripped to it before I told him about it, and then I showed him after.
Yeah, you ripped the hook first.
Yeah.
And then from there I came over, I ripped my verse, you ripped your verse, and we did, because there's a back-to-back at the end of that one.
Yeah. And
so
then we went to our studio, our main studio that we usually go to. His name's JRJ. Obviously, I'll probably put that up on my Insta and stuff. But he's one of our main engineers that we go to. Yeah. He produces most of our stuff. And yeah, he's the guy that we go to record. And literally, we just went there, and that was it. From there, that's how it started. And then the next song was Reset.
They come out or to be recorded?
Oh, we recorded loads of
So
stuff, man.
to come out, if you're gonna go out, we had Change Me. Then after Change Me, we released Reset, which was a video that came out on GRM. After Reset came out, we released Nighttime.
Yes.
Yeah, when Nighttime. We released Nighttime on our channel, which you can find on our channel on UVM, on Ultraviolet Music.
And then after that, we did the Black Rose EP.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone haven't heard it again.
Spotify, YouTube,
most
platforms.
streaming platforms. Just type in UV Music and then Black Rose EP.
Also, the title song of the EP's got a video out right now on YouTube as well.
Black Rose as well. I think a lot of people would like that because that's more us. That's us as artists. And obviously, it's our first project, so we took that very seriously. I'd say.
Look, it's on the Cindy screen.
Oh yeah, there we go. I was like, obviously, other than myself that bring on my projects. It's been a month, man, or longer than that.
No, it's been less than that.
No, it's been more. Yeah. That was probably the best, like, I'd say the best piece of music that we've done as a whole.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, when you have time, check that out. Like I said, I reckon a lot of people will love it. A lot of people will love it.
Yeah.
What's your favourite track on that EP?
Mine is Colors.
Mine's Meaning of Love.
It's Colors. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I've got a personal reason as to why I like it, because we wanted to make a sample or buy a sample to create the beat, and in the end, the sample ended up by being my little sister. So to me, the song's actually got something close to me. So yeah, it was a really it was really us. The project was really something that was like close to home. It was really us showing us and how we are. If you really want to get to know or hear us more what we're like through our music and in terms of how we write, Black Rose is the way.
Definitely.
Question. Question. You guys spoke about having one of your tracks, your videos, sorry, going onto GRM, and then you released the next one on your own platform. What made you decide to actually start releasing your videos on your own platform as opposed to GRM, which is a bit more well known?
I'd say it's very, I don't know, but I felt like at the time we kind of wanted to start building up our own channel as well. As well as maybe putting stuff on other channels, because don't get me wrong, it gets expensive, you know, like after paying for like getting songs done, you know, it's a whole process. Like you're recording, doing the video, getting it mixed and mastered. Like these things ain't cheap, innit? And obviously it's not like we make a lot of money to do these things. Like we work, like I guess, innit? The money just goes towards the music and obviously other stuff, innit? So it was kind of, it's more, I guess, choosing what song should go on to GRM. Maybe.
Okay.
But I think the next one that we're going to do, we've actually got a song with another guy that was on the show called Remedy Cure. So that's the next video that will come out next with him. So shout out to Remedy.
Shout out to Remedy Cure.
Yeah.
Also, if I can put my input, I feel like it's more so. I feel like the YouTube thing is always. I really up to now I'm still pushing for us to put a lot more stuff on our YouTube channel, like daily vlogs and stuff like that, because I feel like it's something that we need to grow at the same time and grow our fan base at the same time and give them something to know in regards to us. And also, when you look at it in the long run, if we do manage to get to a point where, for example, if you look at someone like Ambush, he doesn't have a need anymore to go and put his stuff on GRM, even though he does with certain songs. He doesn't have a need to, because he can go and put it on Bushworld on his own page on YouTube and profit off of that same way, or even more sometimes, rather than the exposure. And I feel like at the same time, it's just about us growing our own brand and our collective at the same time.
Yeah.
100%. No, that's a good move to make. It's very important that you say like building your own brand. And whilst you might do it, yet pushing it on GRM and building it up from now, and making that foundation is going to be good for you. So keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'd say as well, obviously we're in like a circle, innit? Obviously it's like Rhymes, Tiny, Remedy, and us two as well. Innit? So it's a learning thing from all of us, innit? Like we learn off each other, innit? Like even going to each other's shoots or hearing each other's music, do you know what I'm saying? Like it inspires us to go and do something else. And I could say the same for all of us, innit?
It's almost like in terms of work rate as well. If we're kind of like slacking off, we're not really allowed to slack off to an extent.
Yeah.
Because the people around us, like my boy Alpha, Tiny, Rhymes, all of these guys, they're just on our backs consistently. Like, oh, I'm shooting a video, or I'm in the studio, or I'm this. And whether you know it or not, you feel a type of way and you feel obligated at the same time to push to do the same thing and not be left behind. So it's like it's not competition, but in the end, it ends up by being like you want to maintain that same work rate as the guys around you, as we all go up as a collective.
Yeah, and definitely if it helps to make other people work as hard as well, then why not? Do you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're seeing it elevate, you know, like it makes you feel good, innit? Even if you're not going up as much as they are, you know, just seeing it is like, oh, I'll be there soon. Like I will catch up.
Inspiration.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's like what we were speaking about earlier. We were talking about Eve and her coming from the Rough Riders group. And I feel like having that collective of people who do music together, i.e. like the Rough Riders, like Bad Boys, we don't really have that kind of stuff nowadays. We don't really have that group of musicians and artists that work together and help motivate and push one another. So what you guys are doing, UVM, Tiny, Remedy Cure, Rhymes, all of you guys being in this club, this manhood, this collective. It's real dope. And as you said, like we can see that you guys are motivating one another. We can see that you guys are pushing one another. We can see the support because every single person that I just named is in the chat. They're in here, innit? They're supporting. So
come on,
House of Alpha. The support's there, and that's real. And it's important to have like family around like that around you. So it's good to see. It's good to see.
Yeah, I love it, man. Love the energy that you guys all carry together. Seen it a few times. I'm sure I'm gonna see more of that. You know what I mean? Like, I can't wait to see what more you guys come up with together, because I know lots of stuff is brewing in that pot.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny, yeah. Like literally, I think the other day I was going through like my drive, like all my songs, and I was like to myself, we need to start putting the stuff out instead of just making it.
We're holding.
We're literally holding music. And I was just actually, this is why we need to actually start getting out of there, because it's gonna sit there for years and years and years, and we're not gonna do anything.
I call it the Little Wayne effect.
Wow.
You not remember at one point when he started releasing albums and mixtapes, the reason why he was doing it the way he did, he stopped writing at one point because he just had so much music backed up that he was like, there's no point in writing music. I'm just gonna release everything I've got. They're like this, and then it was just like once he released everything, it was like, oh, I'm done with music.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's kind of like that right now. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're still writing. Like it doesn't stop, innit? It's like, but we need to do more releasing and maybe slow down on the recording at this moment in time, I'd say. Because what happens is, and it happens a lot, and we'll make something, and then we'll go back and make something again and be like, okay, I want to do this one instead of doing this one. Even though it was a good song anyway. But then it kind of gets pushed to the back. and then it's like, oh,
What he's
and then
saying
you'll go back to it
basically
and be like, oh,
is we forget that we've got certain songs sometimes.
yeah.
Like they don't even exist in our brain sometimes until we're going through archive and it's like, oh, what is this? Like this is
I forgot about that.
You need to sit there and go through all of it.
Literally.
Might be surprised.
Gemma, did you have a question?
Going back to your Rough Rider comment,
Mm-hmm.
you guys are not just about music. You're also into your cars.
Do you know what?
Yay.
Like, well, it's more like, well, I'd say, I don't know, because we're into different stuff. It's cars, skating.
Mhm.
We see it all up in the video.
Yeah.
2 girls that also drive some nice whips as well.
I'm guessing it's Wendy and.
Must be. To be honest, most of the people that drive around us are female.
Yeah, that's the good point.
So are you guys into cars then?
Neither of us drive right now.
No,
No.
I wouldn't say. Like, it's a nice thing, but I wouldn't say it's my kind of thing. But obviously, I love to see it, do you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't, it's not my kind of thing. Like, for me, I'm into fashion. Like, I love fashion. I love clothes.
Nice.
Well, Rough Riders weren't just about driving the quad bikes. They had their fashion thing as well, you know. That's how you push brands.
Yeah, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just different stuff, really. Yeah. But obviously, it just all comes together, innit? You know.
Somehow,
does.
some way.
Yeah.
If you know about the skate culture in London, especially, you know that most people in the skate culture in London, a lot of them are people that are in the car scene. There's a lot of people that are musicians in the skate. Like the skate scene in London is so broad that you wouldn't think that there's so many people that dabble and do so many things in one small space. Like, especially from where we are, Gets, for example, skates and pops up sometimes here and there. You have certain people like Paige Cakey and that used to skate and have been around, and like the culture in London, especially for skating, is so big. There's a lot of people that do everything, and you might be around them all day long, and you might not even know that really and truly they do this or they're into that. So yeah, we're into everything and anything. If it's fun, we're into it.
Yeah, you guys know how to have a good time.
Let's get into another track from you guys then. We want to hear some more of what you guys have been doing.
There you go.
And introduce the track. We want to hear, we want to know, so the people, if they can find it.
This is
know what it's called.
actually the first song we ever recorded. We thought we'd bring it back because obviously that's like a lot of people's favorite, I guess. So,
And to be honest, I don't feel like it's as known as some of our songs.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
I feel like this is a nice way to just kind of bring it back to life.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All the money in the world couldn't change me. I told you we're winning. There ain't a person in this place that can play me. Drunk off this life cause I'm wavy. Wavy. Look, all the money in the world couldn't change me. Look, crazy as this. Tell me who's wavy as this. Called up my bro and he came with a click. It's too late, man. He's probably got his name in your chick. If you ain't putting work, then you ain't saving shit. And still the pain hurts, that's the way that it is. On the path to new heights, yeah, we playing for kings. Yeah, we coming for the throne. Yeah, we came for the sticks. Look, gangster for life, that's right. Boy, you better leave them bands in the sky. Ain't nobody catch me at night, don't move. Make sure you leave your hands to the side. Funny how you love me when you have me at times, but things change. I saw you through that plastic disguise. Bros on the road try to track me for life, man, it's deep. That's why I gotta practice these rhymes. All the money in the world wouldn't change me. I told you we winning. There ain't a person in this place that can play me. Drunk off this life cause I'm wavy. Look, all the money in the world couldn't change me.
Look, I roll with kings, I don't like these peasants. I roll with king size, can you smell the essence? I got an aura, can you feel this presence? Committed sins, but I ain't trying to get print. So what I mean is I don't want me a sentence, but in the sentence, it's the life of menace. Bro told me I should never forget it. Instead, he told me go get it. So I be trying to fill these gaps with this volume, and now everybody's feeling this pressure. A few shots of Patron in my system, liquor's got me twisted. I keep on sipping on this drink, I'm feeling lifted. Back in the booth, and it's back to business. Brothers in the trap every day is about the whipping. Ammonia smelling strong, now it's stinking up all the kitchen. Burning all these bridges till on the road to these riches. Heading, and I swear I'm never giving. Heading for the top, so don't be asking for the riggings. All the money in the world couldn't change me. I told you we're winning. There ain't a person in this place that can play me. Drunk off this life cause I'm wavy. Wavy. Look, all the money in the world couldn't change me. Look, yeah, we're coming up. Now everybody wanna come with us. Heading for that #1 spot. We ain't no runner-up. Run it up. If you really with it, then you stuck with us. Bust it up. Come like it's the bando when I cut it up. Fuck it up. Ain't nobody really trying to fuck with us. Funny enough, everybody really wanna fuck with us. Come on, cuz. Listen when I tell you they ain't done with us. Double up. Cooking up these bangers. Watch it bubble up. All the money in the world couldn't change me. Change me. I told you we're winning. There ain't a person in this place that can play me. Drunk off this life cause I'm wavy. Wavy. All the money in the world couldn't change me. Yeah, man. That's that. Go check out Change Me the video.
Hey, love it. Change me.
Yo.
You can go check out the video on
I can
YouTube.
hear it in a club, literally. Literally.
100%.
Real talk. That was a vibe.
Just to go over what their YouTube page is, it's UVM Music on YouTube. You can find them on YouTube. UVM Music.
Is it UVM Music?
Well, it's UV Music. Sorry, my bad. UV Music.
I thought we could take it.
Someone in the chat, I think it was Laurel LM Sterling. She says she had to subscribe.
Yeah. No, thank you. Thank you.
Love.
Come on.
Love. Rhyme says he's banging. This is banging right now. He's cooking his jollof.
Where's mine? I want some.
I don't even do this.
Don't burn it, Rhyme. Don't burn it. Don't burn it.
Man, pick up your house.
No, those were two great songs.
Definitely.
Callum and Saints. What is next for you guys? What are you gonna do next? What's next for you, VM?
Well, at the moment, obviously, I brought out my project, and I brought out my video called Power and Greed.
Movie.
Basically.
Movie, not a video.
That's on the channel as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's on the channel as well. That came out on Sunday. So just pushing that right now. Obviously, it's just a solo track of myself from my own project. And at the moment, Saint's working on his. And we're still writing other stuff, trying to just make more music, I guess, and probably plan what's next. And like I said, the next song we're going to do, or we're going to bring out, is with Remedy. So at the moment, we're working on that.
Then we've also got a remix, a feature on House of Alpha's single that's yet to be released.
So yeah, that's two things we're working on at the moment.
Yeah, that's the two things in the pipeline right now. But then we never stop working. That's it on the pipeline right now. Yeah. In half an hour, we have another 20 things.
Yeah,
just
could write a song with Rhymes, or could write a song with Tiny right now.
Guarantee you, they must be thinking of something as we're speaking.
So
it's what they do.
So yeah, that's it.
Keep that energy going. Just keep doing what you guys are doing. You know what I mean? You guys are doing great things. So,
100%.
Yeah.
How about you guys? What's next for you guys?
Oh,
no one really ever asked us questions.
We like to know. We want to know as well. You know?
It's
not always about us. It's about you as well.
So,
you know.
Well, I don't know, girls. Should we tell them what we're cooking up?
I think we should.
Definitely.
Which one are we going with first? July or August?
July.
Well, let's go with what's relevant to total exposure. Let's let them know what we're doing.
Okay. So in July, we are having a Total Exposure Live pop-up.
Okay.
So we'll be popping up anywhere in London.
We can't even say London. We have to say the UK because we could be anywhere.
True.
Yeah. But for those who's not quite sure the concept of a pop-up, it'll be a Total Exposure Live, which is this show right now, our online show that we have every single Thursday. It will actually be a physical show somewhere in the UK. So we'll have artists just like you have been on here now. We'll have ourselves hosted. We'll have DJs. We'll have a vibe.
Nice.
So
Bloody
look out.
Can't wait for that.
Look out for that.
Yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that, guys.
Yeah, information is going to be coming out very, very soon in regards to that. Question: do you guys perform a lot?
He has. I've
Yeah.
never performed.
So
Wow, we're gonna have to get you on a performance.
You've got
Live
to
show.
perform somewhere.
yeah, so when I went to music college, that was part of the, I'd say, the course. So we did 2 performances in Stratford Theatre.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually used to go to college with Mo Stack, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, he was in my
More facts.
yeah. Yeah, so that was kind of my thing. And then I did a few open mics, but this is years ago. So this is 2012, 2013. So it's been a long time, a very long time. So I mean, as soon as you start-
You guys are due a performance.
yeah, literally.
So Cally's drew a performance, and Saint needs to break his performance virginity. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. No, that's cool. We would definitely love to have you guys on one of our physical shows. So we'll definitely keep in contact with you both because we like what you're doing. We like the brotherhood that you guys come with as well with the rest of the artists and some of the artists we've had on the show previously. You guys are definitely doing some dope stuff. So keep it up.
Thank you.
Guys, don't forget to follow them on Instagram at CALLY UVM and at Saint UVM. And you can also find their YouTube, UV Music. Are you guys on Spotify and Apple Music?
Yes, under the same.
Yeah, I pulled up their Spotify already.
Yeah, I did see
I
Cindy
think we're
pulled
on
that up. Yeah.
Deezer. We're on.
Well, most nearly. Yeah, most.
Yeah.
Perfect. We love
Make
that.
you guys go and follow.
What we might try and do is towards the end of the show, we'll see if we can, if tech allows us to do it, the Wi-Fi be moving mad. But if we can, we'll try and go onto your YouTube and actually pull up a video and maybe play some of it on your actual page.
Okay.
But thank you for coming on. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us on.
No, thank
Thank you guys so much, man. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Now we'll
Make
catch
sure you
up.
follow them on their social medias, guys. CALLY UVM and at Saint UVM. Thank you, guys.
Hello.
You just disappeared now. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
See ya.
That was dope, guys.
That was dope.
As we were saying, we don't really have that many duos that come on. And I like to feel the energy of the duos and see how they bounce off one another, how they pass on them questions. I think you should answer this question, brother. Sounds like you question. I love the way Cally pushed that over to Saint. You guys looking at me like, what? When did that happen? But I would do that if I was in a girl group or any type of group. I'd be like, you want to answer that, Cindy, Gemma?
And I've been in situations like that.
We do that to Cindy all the time.
And I'm like,
Jaisha,
Yeah.
what music have you been listening to this week? That's you.
Ooh.
Like,
Ooh. So usually I'd be on the Spotify, right? That's where I usually find new artists, new music. This week I've been on Apple Music. I know, guys, I'd be just music on the whole be getting a lot of my money, right? I'd be on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, like they're just all getting my coins every month. Like I don't understand, but it's all for a good cause. I love music, and let me know in the comments if you guys have this issue. The reason why I'm on more than one platform, I'm echoing. Can anyone else hear it? Is it just me?
you're good now.
it's gone now.
The reason why I'm on more than one platform is sometimes I find I can't find music maybe on Apple Music, but I can find it on Spotify, or I want a clean version and I can only find it on Apple Music but not on Spotify. Or if I want to, I don't know, mix my music in, I want to go to Tidal. Do you know what I mean? Like, let me know in the comments, do you guys use more than one music platform, or do you just have your favorite one that you stick to? I was about to say Butch might have an answer because he's a DJ, you know. I don't know. He might just do old school, you know what, when you burn the music from YouTube.
Whoa. There's no ripping from YouTube. Thank you very much. That's a DJ sin. How very dare you. And to answer your question, I get sent music. Thank you very much. Straight from either straight from the labels, straight from the artists. There's the wave happening this summer is that South African type ammo piano sounding house. So I've been getting, even just now while we're on the phone, I've got sent 2 tracks straight out of studio from a producer, and they're ammo piano style. So my collection is slowly I burn off YouTube. Right, don't do it.
Look, Butch, not all of us out here get music sent to us, you know. Some of us still have to burn it from YouTube.
But then that's the luxury. Think about it like this, right? You've got, let's say, how much would you spend? Let's go back before all of the streaming. You had to buy CDs. How much would you spend a month? Let's go round the room. Gems, how much would you spend a month on CDs?
A month? I wouldn't really spend that much, but I've got a good collection.
No, I'm just asking you. Back in the day, how much would you spend in a month?
At least £30.
There we go. Miss Chromes. Oh, she's ducked. Jai, how much would you spend?
If you're gonna ask me, I mean,
the CD.
Yeah, exactly. But go on, answer the question, Jai. How much would you spend a month if it was CDs?
I probably would have said about 30 a month as well. It's not every month you'd buy a CD, but if a couple albums came out and I'm like, yeah, I want to get them. Albums used to range from between 10 and 15 pounds, isn't it? So yeah.
Miss Chromes, similar.
Maybe a bit more, because I've always collected music.
Right. And then now, how much are you spending on those streaming services?
About the same price.
£30 and more.
Exactly.
I spend £10 a month on 1, 2.
Exactly. And that's what's happening now. The money that you would spend on CDs, you are now getting a whole range, even more money for your music for £10 a month.
Question.
Apart from Rhymes, he's burning from YouTube, so he ain't spending $1.
Absolute use with LimeWire.
Look, do you not remember this?
Oh, that's
I even see it
The
clearly.
Channel U CD. Yeah. I swear, if I dig deep, I've got one. I've got that as well. Yeah.
The red version.
Mate.
They're still going to be worth a lot. They're still going to be worth a lot. You keep your collection.
They're
But
just
how
But
many
the-
artists are actually reaping the rewards of all the live streams they're getting there?
Well, this is it, because this is what they're saying now. I remember a discussion on a YouTube showcast that I was watching. When you do the mathematics, you're getting 0.002p per stream or something like that, and you've spent like, you know, near enough $1,000 or more making the song just to get that per stream. Whereas, you know, the difference in the podcast was saying is, why aren't artists putting their own tracks on their own website and selling it and marketing it and doing it themselves, so they can charge £2 and it's the only place you get it, instead of waiting for pennies.
Yeah.
So big up LimeWire, Sterling. Yeah, but you know, that to me makes more sense. I do get it. I do get what YouTube can do for an artist exposure wise, but I think you know, there's a couple of artists that people need to watch and follow. When the artist name pops in my head, I will say his name. But he created his own platform where you join his website, he gets your SMS, then he sends out texts because you're a fan, lets you know when a single's dropped, drops the single on the website, keeps it, you know, roughly in line, £1.20 per single, but no other streaming site's going to get it. So it's 100%. So in other words, you might start off with 50 fans. That's 50 quid going in your pocket. But then when everyone's like, where did you get it? Where did you get it? Oh, I signed up to the mailing list. It's only available from. Bang. Then you start locking down your artists and your following. And I think that is Ryan Leslie. That's it. Everyone, if you're an artist, go and check out Ryan Leslie. I'm really serious. If you want to learn how to create your own following, your own network, and just eat your thing. And with things like Bandcamp as well, that's my advice. Use Bandcamp because you can set your own prices. They take minimal share out of it. And sometimes, a couple times a year, they waiver their fee. And, you know what I mean? You can use it as a sale day. Drop something in the right, you know, the best days for artists when they use MySpace. For real.
Yeah,
But you know,
I used to
just
be on MySpace.
yeah.
really just go and check out Ryan Leslie. Check out how to set up your network, set up everything. He actually flipped the money and built his own SMS system for his own mailing list, and he's profited from it. Good money. I'm all about private jet flying money. So
if a lot of artists started doing that from a consumer's perspective, how easy would that be to juggle all your favorite artists having to sign up to all these different mailing lists and subscriptions to get your favorite artist music? I feel like Apple Music and Spotify, because it's in one place, it makes it easier for you to download all your favorites. But if everyone started moving to their own platforms, it wouldn't be as easy, would it?
It wouldn't be as easy, but when an artist dropped a CD, we went out and bought their CDs individually. So to me, it don't make no difference. It don't make any difference at all.
I think
if you like that artist, go on.
I was gonna say, I think it makes a difference with the culture that we're in now. We're building and breeding a culture that's very. We want things that are easy, accessible. So you speak about that's what we used to do back in the day, but that was 10 and 15 years ago when we were prepared to do that. Now that we've bred this culture where we just want things like right now, very easily accessible. Will it work?
Yeah, right. This is the thing. I understand from that point of view, what's the word? Accessibility and easiness is great. You know what I mean? You wake up in the morning, you just tap, 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 Bluetooth connect, your playlist is playing, everything's great. That's fine. But if we're talking about you're a music lover and you want to support an artist, like they are your artist, then yes, you have to do more. You have to do that a little bit more. You have to join up their You know what I mean? And not being funny, if you can click and join their Instagram, why can't you click and join their website
This is
Yeah.
it.
and become a proper member? And also as well, some of these artists are very, very smart. They're only doing concerts for the people that are joined up to their website. They're not doing it for everybody. You know what I mean? That's the next phase. So in other words, you know, I only have 75 people on my website. Do a concert for 75 people. That's a
Yeah.
nice night. It's a great night. Exclusive. Let them, you know, feel good, or do a email only live Zoom or something for those 75 people. Let them come in and get, you know what I mean, your practice sessions or something exclusive live, you know what I mean? Things like that. You know, it's the things that I've spoken to a lot of artists that ask me for advice, and those are the type of things that I would say. Look after those who are following you and give them that extra, you know, like everybody uses Patreon and so forth or whatever. Just think about your products and what you do like that, but then just make it accessible and easily manageable for you yourself. Because, you know, if you are managing yourself and yourself promoting and so forth, yes, it is a lot. You've got to juggle work, you've got to juggle life, you've got to juggle everything, but you will reap the rewards in 12, 15, 18 months time when, you know, you get that extra 30 people that follow you, the extra 40 people. I could say the same thing for me on Twitch as a DJ. You know, I was trying to do Instagram for everybody and everything else, but the minute I honed in on my channel, my page on Twitch, my numbers have gone up, my Instagram's gone up, everything else has gone up. More people are hitting up my Mixcloud because they are with me. They're saying, I want to be with you. I want to listen to your show. When are you on? When's your next mix coming out? And that's the way. That's longevity in my eyes. Instead of putting it out there and saying, yay, I've got a load of hits. Well done.
Yeah. I think what it will do is weed out the artists that what's the word? You know, there's some artists who have come into the music business by luck, and there's not really much talent there, but they got in. I think for
yes, it will, but then you can't discredit luck in that sense, because sometimes if you've written or performed a banger and it bangs and it just, you know, it blows you up, you can't knock that, you know. I don't mean you are, I'm just saying, you know what I mean, it happens to some of them. But, you know, for those artists that are starting from scratch or feel that they haven't had their break yet, as they always say, just change the game. Start getting personal. Start getting interactive. When you get a comment, you know, you get this thing on YouTube and the social media. Oh, I don't look at the comments. I don't do this. No, go and listen to Ryan Leslie. He speaks to everyone. If it's 100 people and it takes him 10, 15 days, he will send them all a message back saying thank you, hello, blah, 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 so forth. How are you? Are you coming? What do you think of the album? Who do you think I should collab with? Blah, blah, blah. You know, conversations with the followers. And I think when you get that interpersonal thing, you'll reap it. You'll reap it quicker than you think. Quicker than you think, because it's a lot more organic, it's a lot more real.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think even though I threw in a few like plain devil's advocate, I would do that because that culture, as you said, from when you have artists, you wouldn't go out back in the day and buy everyone's album. You would only buy the artists that you really, really loved. And I like that someone like Ryan Leslie is bringing back that culture where we can really engage with the artists that we really love. And that's nice.
As a DJ, I should have had 10,000 albums, but I'm sorry, you know what I mean? Not every single Jay-Z album I liked. I bought the ones that I liked. And then, you know, if it was an album that I thought was dodgy, I'll just buy the singles just to make sure that I've got them in the box if people ask for them. But, you know, I'm not going to buy everything. It works out like that. Then there's certain artists that all they've got to do is breathe and I'm buying their stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe J. Blige, all she's got to do is say new album coming out there, gone. You know what I mean? A. Marie, another one. As soon as she breathes again, I'm buying the album. Like Solange, 2 for 2. That woman has just man.
Yes.
Oh, you don't understand. When I do my Twitch and I'm playing my Solange, everyone thinks I'm going mad, but she's one of my favorite artists. She's out there. She's
Mine
eclectic.
too.
She's different.
She is.
Jill Scott. She anyway, Jill Scott. Yeah, she can do no wrong. Oh, thank you, Tiny. Thank you. You should think about artist management. I'd rather be a consultant, you know. I'm happy to consult on any project. Anyone wants advice, you know what I mean? I'm not one of those things. I think management is only for the few and can go different places. But if you've got a project coming and you want to know and you want some advice, just hit man up. You know what I mean? And it's quick pro quo, and what you do for me, I do for you, and we can talk. And I think that I'm one of those people. I think there's a lot of love missing, doing things for the love in this game. Everyone wants to, I am your manager, you must do this, and you're gonna do this, and you can't do that. And I think that stops a lot of creativity, and a lot of music is sitting on some hard drives in studios doing nothing. You know what I mean? Whereas me as a consultant, just like CALLY was saying, like, get it out. There's a point there where someone like me was sitting down going, what? You've got what? That's 3 EPs this year. Go. Just put your 3 EPs out. Get yourself out there. 3 EPs and 1 video per EP. Get it out. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just go. Just get it out. Have fun with it. You know what I mean? And the more you get it out, someone might say, hey, come and perform. Bang. You've recouped your, you know what I mean, on 1 performance. So, you know what I mean? It's bit by bit. But yes, anyone that wants that, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna shy from it. I'm definitely up for a conversation. I love brainstorming and I love conversating. So holla. But music, sorry, Jem, you asked a question what we've been listening to.
The question was for me, Butch, not for you.
Well, sorry. She threw it out there.
No, she specifically said Jai Isha. That's what she said.
Okay. All I'm going to say is next week is the end of the month, so get ready to find out what new music I have been listening to. It's going to be a remix feature that we're going to be bringing now. End of the month, Butch does his thing, and look out for Demae, Demae. Yeah, Use It. It's a track called Use It. Demae, Use It. Just please go and check out that song. She done her colors as well. I don't know if anyone knows about colors on YouTube. If you don't, yeah, go and check out her performance on colors. She's got a beautiful outfit on as well. That's my track of the month so far. Just go and watch it. And Gwen Bunn and Faith Evans. Yeah, Gwen Bunn and Faith Evans. The video is released. We played it. When did we play it? I think we played it end of last season.
Ago, I think.
Yeah, we played it. The video's out 2 weeks ago now. So yeah, go check that out. Go check that out. But yeah, man,
thank you, Butch.
We have some fun next week.
We love Butch is fine. We love when Butch gives us that new music. As I always say, I've always got my Shazam on when Butch plays because he always comes with the fire.
Oh, thanks.
Always playing them rhythms.
What about you?
I try my best.
One of my songs that I've been listening to this week was a guy called Tone. He's got a new album out called FWM, and he's got a track called When You Love Someone With Her. And it's actually a sample track from the sample Donald Jones, one of Donald Jones' tracks. So that's one of my finds for this week that I've been playing.
Tone, yeah?
Tone Stith, Stith.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've just been banging out Western. I'm not gonna lie.
He's been singing that down the phone.
That summer jam.
Yeah, but you know what? Every song that they let out is just a banger. It's got a great feel to it. They haven't let out a dud song yet.
Consistent, very consistent group. One of the most consistent groups out here.
They were still on point.
Yeah.
Well, I've been
Very true.
listening to soca.
What
But-
song is part
Well,
of
okay, well, there's a few songs in particular because big up BP Soca, first of all, because they've released recent projects with artists that are based here. And I've been listening to the BP Soca Rhythm.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
there, isn't it?
Yeah. But you've got Mr. Zaya, Terradan, and Mersey. They've all got their own versions. So make sure you guys check it
Nice.
out. It's BP Soca Music. And another project, Sun Divas, they released their latest release as well called Jen Jen. Yeah. It's in Creole. So like it's like, correct me if I'm wrong. It's Creole. It's just a little bit. Yeah. But you guys have to listen to the song because it's not a track that it's not something that's ever made or how they usually sound. So yeah, check them out. Check out BP Soca Music, guys. Make sure you keep doing them on Spotify as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Nice.
One more name's just popped into my head, and I've got a deep dive. Brent Fires. Brent Fires. Just go and search that name. He's got a voice on him, and I think he's got a track with Tyler the Creator as well. It's sick. Sick. Again, I played it maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago, but he's got some other bangers that are floating around now. Brent Fires, just please add that name to your list, quick, fast.
And he's
Quick.
handsome. I just googled him. I just did a quick search. He's handsome. Okay, we see you, Brent.
that was fast.
It was. They'd be quick.
Oh dear.
Oh gosh,
No, but thank you guys. Thank you.
guys. This was an
I
amazing.
know.
Another show.
Another week.
And it's
Another
done.
week.
Until next week, guys. But hold on, we didn't even release or even announce our second. Are we gonna just leave that as a cliffhanger?
Next week, end of the month.
No,
Announce it.
Yeah.
August.
No.
Nah.
Sorry guys.
You can't give people too much information at a time. They lose it. You have to drip feed them. Sure. It's true. But guys, don't forget next week.
Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
And don't forget next week, the end of the month, Butch Cassidy will be playing all the hits that come into his inbox. And we look forward to that. We will keep you updated on how to do that. But make sure you come and tune in next week, Thursday, 9 p.m. right here, Total Exposure UK YouTube space, or find us on Facebook, Total Exposure UK. We're also on Twitch. We're also on Instagram. We're also on Twitter. Find us. We're right there. As Jenna said, like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes. Big up everybody that's locked in, and big up UVM, Cally V, and Saint.
100%.
Thank
you, guys.
And we
enjoy.
shall see
you
next week.
Bye.
Peace out. Hey, go.
I pushed it.
Wait.
He said.